Let's talk about the bow. The bow is held in the right hand. The bow is challenging, and when you start to use the bow, it might feel like you just have this weird growth coming out of your hand. It might feel a little awkward. It takes some time. Okay, let's talk about the parts of the bow. We have the white horsehair, and then wood. This is the tip of the bow. And down here, this part here is called the frog of the bow. Historically, no one knows why it's called the frog. It doesn't look like a frog. There's no word of frog in other languages that would describe this, so really don't know. But it is called the frog, and we hold the bow at the frog. So when you get your cello, the horsehair will be loose, if you can see that, but the horsehair is loose. And by the way, we try not to touch the horsehair because we always have oils on our hands. And if you touch the horsehair, you're going to transfer that oil to the hair, and oil on the hair will mean that it won't grip the string and it'll make it dirty. Horsehair periodically needs to be replaced on a bow. So down here at the end, that's a screw, and that's what tightens or loosens the hair. So righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. I'm going to loosen it even more. It's quite loose. I don't know if you can see that. I'm going to keep loosening it. Now you don't need to loosen it this much. Don't loosen it this much, but I just want to show you a little bit of the inside construction of the bow. So I'm loosening this, the screw, and eventually it will come out. Here. You can see that. So, and there's a hole right there where it went into. I'm going to put this aside for a second. And I'm going to hold on to the stick and this part of the frog and very gently remove it from the stick. So you can see how loose that is. There's a slot right there where the eyelet goes into. Now, I would not advise taking it apart like this. I just wanted to show you what it looked like and what happens if you're not paying attention and you keep loosening it and then the screw falls out and then that happens. It's not broken. Okay, I'm going to put this back in. I've put the frog back into the eyelet into the slot. I'm going to put this into a little hole. It's going into the eyelet. So now I'm turning it right. And as I turn it, see how loose that hair is. It's starting to tighten up. I'll show it to you this way. Now let's show you down here. So I'm turning it, still turning it. Okay, so I turned it so that in the middle of the bow, it's about a finger's width from the hair to the frog. And if you hold the bow so that the hair is facing the floor, there should still be a dip in the bow, in the stick. If the stick is straight, then it's too tight. And if the stick is bowed outward, it's way too tight and in danger of breaking the stick. The bow is fragile, especially at the tip. So we need to take a lot of care. All right, the other thing we do is use something called rosin, which is from tree resin. Like if you, on your Christmas tree, if you're handling your Christmas tree and there's sticky stuff coming out, that's resin. I actually don't know what type of tree rosin is made from. We could look that up. There are different types of rosin. This is a round cake. You may have a rectangular cake that's in like a little wooden holder. This is a dark rosin. Yours may be amber colored. It's all good. So this is just what I happen to have. So if there's no rosin on the bow, just naked horsehair, it actually will not make a sound on a string instrument. You can try playing and there's no sound. The rosin is what helps the hair grip the string and pull it and make the string vibrate to make a sound. We generally rosin every time we play. If you forget a time or just don't one time, it's fine. It's going to be okay. So I'm going to show you, I'm just going to rosin up this bow. So I'm holding it this, okay. I'm going to start right at the bottom here. I'm going to give it a few good rubs, and then I'm going to rub it all the way down, make sure I get at the tip, back down, go back up, and that's probably enough. Now, if your horsehair is new and it has only been rosined once at the shop, you probably will need to give it some extra rosining at the beginning. But once it's well rosined and the rosin is like in between the hairs and all over, just a little bit of rosining will be fine. Okay, how to hold the bow. It's challenging. The bow is challenging. People, when they see string instruments, they think, oh my goodness, the fingers are so fast. Violin, cello. And it's true, and that's hard, but to draw a good sound and do the different bowings, that is a challenge as well. So let's talk about how to hold the bow. I'm going to stand up here. So I'm going to hold the bow with my left hand just on the stick. We hold the bow with our right hand at the frog. And I'm just going to hold it, and then I'm going to show it to you. Okay, notice on the back side, this finger is a little bit curled around. This finger is near that ring finger. It's like that. Oops, just hit my webcam. Little finger is about right there. Okay. Not like this and not like this. Just slightly spread apart. The thumb on the back. Let's look at the back. This is a leather grip right here. And then the frog has this little curve. In between the leather grip and the frog, there's a little bit of bare wood. We're going to put our thumb right there on the side. So let me turn the bow around again. So my thumb is right there. I'm just going to let my fingers drop on the bow, no tension. It's my tall middle finger that's opposite the thumb. And then gently go ahead and place the rest of your fingers. So thumb and middle finger are the main stabilization. Okay, these two fingers. Thumb, middle finger. And then this finger is usually on, this could be, this is called the winding. This winding is plastic material. Some windings are a wire thread. Okay, let's go back again. So I've got the thumb on the back, not like this, not like this, much straight. My middle finger opposite it. This finger is not straight, but a little bit curved. And then a little bit of space between the fingers. Okay, so if we try to hold the bow like that, I mean, it feels like it's going to drop down that way. But you know what? When we play, I mean, I can do it because I'm used to it. But when we play, the bow is supported by the cello. Okay, so I have my cello. I'm going to hold my bow by the stick in my left hand and redo my bow hold. My thumb opposite the third finger, second finger. Okay, let's talk about this for a second. When you play both piano and a string instruments, the fingers are numbered differently. And since I play both, sometimes I might say the wrong number. So on piano, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On a string instrument, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, your index finger is 1, your middle finger is 2, your ring finger is 3, your pinky finger is 4. So try to keep that in mind if you're playing both instruments. Okay, back to the bow. I'm going to hold it on the stick with that hand. And then, so I'm not going to do this. Notice my arm is up. My thumb is on the back side on that bare space of wood between the leather and the curvature of the frog. And then my second finger goes on the opposite side of the thumb. And then I'm going to gently put my other fingers down. This one is slightly curved. And then let's put the bow on a string. I'll do the D string. So notice that I'm fairly near the frog, not up here. We will eventually use the whole bow, but for now, when you're learning, we won't use all of it. It's a complex movement. So where do you play? Okay, this is called the bridge, and then this long black thing is called the fingerboard. So in between the end of the fingerboard and the bridge, for starters, it's good to place the bow halfway. Okay, so here I am halfway. So not here, not here, here. And we're going to try to keep the bow a parallel line to the line of the bridge. So I'm pressing down a little bit, not a super lot. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and play a down bow. Down bow means this direction. That's called down bow. And then the other way is up bow. Let's do on the A, down, up, D, down, up, G, that was down, up, and C, up. So you have to put a little bit of weight into the thicker strings, because if you don't, if you just let the bow like skate on the surface, you'll get that kind of sound. I'm going to press it in a little tiny bit, and then I get the full sound. So that is an introduction to the bow. Oh, one more thing. When you're finished playing and you're going to put your bow and cello away, loosen the bow. The bow is always stored loosened, and when you play, it's tightened. So that was several turns, and I can tell now there's no tension on the stick, and the bow hairs are jiggling. All right, that's it for now.